What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to the Trader Shop with me, T Hobbs. And of course, I got my man Jay Seals. What's going on, brother?
What's good, everybody?
It is a happy, very, very happy, thirsty Thursdays in the building. Uh, I think I'm free. Well, not free. I got my 3-year-old today, but he's still dealing. He got pink eye in the other eye now, so go figure, right? But other than that, I think I'm free to trade and really pay attention to the markets today. So I'm really excited to get into the markets today. I'm already down one loss on the day. I took a short at 49.01, expecting to move to the break of the low. Walked away and got stopped out when the news came out. I think I was up like 5 points in that trade, but anyway, doesn't matter. Um, However, we're going to be starting the day off with the pre-market plan, as you guys already know. Just trying to figure out what levels we're going to be looking at. There's not much news until about 9:30, 9 o'clock. And it's yellow folder news, so I'm not really worried about that as much. The overnight session was kind of blah, right? For ES anyway, I think we stayed in like a 5-point range. Basically, the market's setting up to look for the news. Very interested in this level up here at 49.15, potentially looking for sellers to break this trend or looking for a pullback into 49.01 so I can look to take this market long, which is, I don't know. The aggressive buying came from that level, so we'll see. That being said, what's going on, Justin?
What's good? What's good, everybody?
I'm sharing my
chilling.
screen. I'm tripping.
Nah,
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen, and then we can go ahead and get into this pre-market plan, man. All right, so in Q is for me. So dropping out, moving out of the way. I had another pre-market plan, not another, but I had another area that I wanted to be bearish, but the market literally blew by that to start the day. So after an aggressive sell-off, buyers are trying to reclaim the high, but will need to push through multiple supply zones to do so. Market hasn't even opened, and they pushed through one supply zone already. So the high is up here at all-time highs, as well as the previous day high at 17,79425. So I want to look to short week rallies into this 1 hour supply zone, expecting this intermediate trend to continue to the downside, and look to target 7638, right? 7638 would be my first target, and then I'll be looking to target 585 down here. For the bullish plan, there's a couple scenarios that I'm thinking about in my head. The first scenario is we get a nice pullback into 585, right? And then we can look to target 63775, which was a previous supply zone before the market just blew right by it, right? But if the market continues bullish like this and we break above structure, right, which is this area here, right, the high, break above previous day high, I'll be looking for a break and retest, right? And that's a trade that, I have in my arsenal that for days like this, when the market, if for days that potentially could be like this, when the market starts off very bullish and I miss the entry down here and I don't expect for price to pull all the way back, then I'll use the break and retest entry above the all-time high, above the previous day high, and look to long the market from there. The other thing that I would be looking to see if the market if the market decides it wants to continue selling off, which, I mean, this is a complete uptrend. So in the grand scheme of things, this candle was just a pullback. I was hoping for some continuation. We didn't get it. But 17,525 through 17,44225 is a 3-hour demand. So if we do come back down here, doubt it. But if we do, I'll look to long the market targeting the previous day low right here at 7,569. And I mean, it's pretty simple. That's basically what it is, I mean, the market's just super bullish. So either you can try to short at, areas of interest, or you can, be a casualty, right? Or you can get on the get on the money train, which is the bull train right now. So, Jay, what do you got for ES, man?
All right. So for ES, so yesterday or the day before, was it the day before? Yeah, really, the day before we finally broke out of this balance range, right? We were testing higher prices. And if you guys remember, Hobbs and I ended up getting short when we broke this structure right here. And then we rode it all the way down to this 49.10 area. And this area caused a rally yesterday, right? And that's going to be important for today, which is why I'm kind of backtracking a little bit. But we ended up selling off, right? So Hobbs being a bear yesterday, it ended up he was right. There was reasons to be bearish, and we got a nice sell off. But what we also got is a retest of the prior balance, right? So this retest of the prior balance right here, in my opinion, was important because if you know anything about market structure, that's what market structure has to do most of the time, right? Sometimes it'll go up higher, but when we break out of balance, a lot of times we'll go back and retest the balance, and as long as we can stay above the balance, we're going to head higher, right? And that's kind of my thesis for today. So we found some buying at this 15-minute demand zone. We kind of played around overnight. The news helped to break us back above the prior balance. And now I'm looking for any pullbacks back into 49.10 to hold. As long as we get a pullback into 49.10 and it holds, I want to look to take the market long, first targeting a 90-minute supply zone at 49.20, and then targeting the overall high from the other day at 49.28.75. Now, if we don't get that pullback into 49.10 and we continue to rally, then I'll be looking for weakness up at this 90-minute supply zone at 49.20.50, so here, and then higher at 49.28.75. But once we break above this level, then the uptrend should continue, and we can look for a potential like more potential structure, more zones to play off of. And kind of like Hobbs and I were discussing this morning, the only thing that concerns me is that we built a lot of structure on the way down, right? Like we based, we dropped, we based, we dropped, we based, we dropped, right? So any of these areas could be potential sticking points for the market, but that kind of gives me more I want to say more confidence that we'll get this pullback back into this area before eventually going higher. So that's what I got for ES.
Dope. I didn't have that 90-minute supply zone, so good luck. I think I saw it, but I was banking on price coming up at 4 hour. But yeah, I really like that 90-minute supply. It just sits right on top of my 4 hour, but I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't matter to me if we break one and support the other one. It's good to have them both, in my opinion. So that being said, let's take a look at the stocks this morning, guys. Let me switch over to the Apples of the world and make sure my screen is being shared. There we go. All right, so if we switch over here to Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Google, as well as poor little Tesla. Tesla's going back to $100, guys. You heard it here first. This thing's at 189 and dumping fast. So puts on Tesla seems like to be the move. This looks like a falling wedge into this 185.51 area. Never mind, I'm analyzing Tesla. My bad. Let's get back. All right, Apple. All right, this is where the money's going to be printed today, in my opinion. I think Apple has the exact same look as ES right now, having this 90-minute supply zone at 195.35, pretty much right above its previous day high. Pretty much lines up with exactly what ES is doing. Right, 90-minute supply above your head, right above the previous day high, with another supply zone quickly right above it. That's literally the same structure as ES. So I'm going to be watching Apple at 195.35 through roughly about 196.09 to 196.37 to see what we do at that area. If I spot weakness on Apple and I spot weakness on the ES, and I can get the VIX to semi-correlate with all of that, then, you know, based off what I see on the tape, I'll go ahead and look for shorts up at that level as well. Shout out to Justin for dropping that 90-minute supply zone. And then we got Microsoft, which just has no chill. I mean, I drew a 1 hour supply zone yesterday after the market closed, and basically I can just delete this. Like, it's pointless, right? We're basically right back to all-time highs. Set a barely, just in the pre-market set, just barely a new all-time high by about 9 cents, right? While creating more demand, right? Like, there's just no chill from Microsoft and Nvidia. So all I can say is if this is the true bullish move, like, this thing can continue very much higher. I don't know what the projections are on Microsoft. As a perma bear, I guess I'm more so looking to short this whenever I spot some weakness. So we got 1 hour demand at 402.75 that it was just built. If we can get buyers to come back into 402.75, you can look to take the market long from there. I'll be looking for rejections at this previous day high, which is where we are right now, aka the all-time high. we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Just watching those levels is important to me. So Nvidia, same type of deal as Microsoft. They just keep going hand to hand. However, it didn't set a new all-time high in the pre-market, but if it's going to be bullish, it probably will take less than 15 minutes to get above 628.39. I mean, based off where this thing is supposed to be at the end of the year, they're already pricing in 670. They're basically looking like they want to go all the way to 670, at least 670, before they start pulling back. So no new demand that was formed, but definitely the supply zone is an area that, again, correlates with all of the other stocks. So I'm going to be watching that area as well on NVIDIA. If we go over to Google, Google's breaking out above its previous day high, but you can see 149.88 was the previous day high. It's only $2 off its all-time high, right? So if all of these things are coming into all-time high at the same time, which whenever one starts pulling back really aggressively, that's when I'm going to be looking for the others to kind of follow suit, right? Meanwhile, we got Tesla over here. Like I told you guys months ago, Tesla does the opposite of the market. Whatever the market's doing, Tesla usually does the opposite. And today's no different. All week's been no different. All month been no different. The market's been ripping all month since the beginning of the year, and Tesla's done nothing but sell off the entire year. So just supports my thesis of if you want to do something on Tesla, just do the opposite of the market on most days and you'll probably win. But created new supply down here at the 3-hour supply and still selling off. The next level we can catch buyers is 185.51. When I'm charting Tesla, I'm more so using it inversely, right? Like to give me more context. It's kind of like the VIX around the stocks for me. So whatever Tesla's doing, I expect the market to be doing the opposite. So that's why I keep old Tesla around. And then what is it? Oh, this is Amazon. I don't know if I have the all-time high on Amazon. Oh yeah, Amazon's about $30 off its all-time high. So I don't think we'll be seeing that anytime soon. But again, struggling at the previous day low, starting to find sellers at this level, right? Is something that I'm going to be watching. I'm not extremely bearish, but I am bearish as long as the SPY and the NQ stays below that swing high, right? I think that it's a good opportunity to be intermediately bearish or wait for pullbacks. But we're so far away on NQ and ES for pullbacks that you might as well play the short position and then, play the long position back up if we get one. Moving on to the VIX, however, the VIX, again, doing the opposite of the market as usual, broke above this high, right? Over here at 1404, immediately rejected, but we could hold 1395 through roughly about 1381. The levels on the VIX to watch for me if this market starts off bullish is you want to see the VIX hold this 4-hour supply or 4-hour demand zone inside of this gap fill. So the levels I'm going to be watching is 1370 through roughly about 1349, basically the low from yesterday. If we break below 49, I expect this market to just completely send. If we start to hold 1370, then maybe, and we're in an area where I like supply on ES, then maybe we get, some action. But this bounce right here is important. If we can get this bounce, right, at this low, we broke above this high, we're retesting this low. If we can get this bounce at the same time ES is at my level for 90-minute supply, and I get a reason to short this, I'm going to be looking to short early on the market today. So I'm watching this area right now as we come into 49.1875 that Justin dropped for us. So I'm definitely going to be watching this area bright and early to potentially short this market back down to 49.01, 49.03 area. So those are my thoughts. I hope it helps you guys. Let's get busy, man. Let's go to work.
Yeah, we're already at that 90-minute supply zone. I'm just kind of watching it on the book.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying in the analysis.
Yeah, it's crazy that we got up here so quick.
Well, the news kind of gave us a trampoline.
That is true. The trampoline was for like a rocket ship.
Trampoline. It's 20 points. Rocket ship would have been, we're all the way back above the high already. I'd be like, yeah, rocket ship. But we still got 15 minutes in the pre-market, so ain't out of the question yet. That's for sure. Hey, son. I don't know where it is. Hang on, let's go find it. I'll be right back.
All right. What up, Hustle for Life? Good morning. Good morning, King hi. LA Tour. How's it going? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I'll go ahead and throw in go ahead and throw. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and do our daily poll for the people. All right, let's see. Are we bullish or bearish? All right, there you go. Exercise your right to vote. Bullish or bearish? Are we bullish or bearish on the day? Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Good morning, Bray. How's it going? How's it going? Right now, I'm just kind of just watching the market and pre-market. Kind of just waiting to see if we can, if we're gonna sell off or not. Honestly, let me share my screen with L Discord. Show my charts, I guess. But yeah, just kind of waiting to see how we react up at this level, 42.90. I would really love to see a pullback back into 49.10. Like to see like a 10-point pullback and then a rip. Hopefully I passed my eval today. Wish you all the best of luck. Oh, well, good luck, Ray. Hopefully you pass it too. You know, how close are you to passing your eval? How much do you have left? Oh, good lordy, good lordy, good lordy, good lordy. Let's see. Oh, 300. Nice. Well, you know, 300 is not a lot of money, so you know, just take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. Are you trading NQ? Because honestly, what 5, 2, 10 to be, I don't know. Just not that you're asking for my advice, but for me, only needing $300, I think you could get that with like 30 points on NQ. If it was me and I was trading NQ, I'd just trade like 5. I would just trade like 5 micros and just go for like a 30-point move. But that's just me personally. That way, if you do end up losing, then you're only down 150 or whatever your risk is, and it's a lot less. It's a lot less risk, but giving yourself a lot more room to be wrong. Than trading the full NQ. Oh, MES. Oh, even better. Yeah, facts. Oh, I love it. MES. Let's go. Not it getting funded. Not even trading the full mini contracts. Gotta love it. Yeah, I enjoy trading MES. There's nothing wrong with NQ. There's nothing wrong with trading MNQ either. But I don't know. At least for the way I like to trade and reading bookmap, it's just a lot easier to read bookmap because there's a lot more liquidity. I find myself sometimes second guessing a little bit more on NQ just because the liquidity is a little bit lower. So it's a little bit harder to read bookmap for me personally. Some people don't have a problem with it, but I just know that like 90% of the people in here trade NQ. NQ is the much more popular instrument. Let's see. Uh, 75% bullish, 25% bearish. Okay. I see.
My bad. I was muted. I said no pullbacks today, sir.
Eric said ES is like riding a bull, NQ is like riding a dragon.
Yeah, basically.
It feels that way. It feels that way.
It definitely does. mean, I don't. I guess for me, like I told you guys, I just have to mentally prepare to ride the dragon, right? Like as long as I'm like mentally telling myself, all right, today's gonna be the day we're trading NQ. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You know what I mean? Like that's the pep talk I gotta give myself when I'm trading NQ. But ES, I'm more like, all right, we chilling. You know, like yes, it's chilling at this level. If the market gets going, we already know NQ is gonna dump faster than fast at this level, while ES is just gonna be like, you know, I mean, do we gotta go down? I mean, slow your roll, youngin. Slow your roll, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tortoise and the hare, I think is the best analogy.
Bray said, I've been paper trading NQ since I started watching you guys. Still moves more than I'm comfortable with for now. Maybe next
Yeah.
I'll try it out. I feel you.
I feel you. I think entries are way more important on NQ than they are on ES. I think entries are important no matter what, but they're extremely important on NQ. So you just got to know either get really good entries and risk a little, or you know, don't really care about the entries as much because you're giving yourself a large enough stop with smaller size. So
yeah, you know, for me, I found it was more like in my head when it came to the entries. Like just when you say 10 points, especially if you came from trading ES, when you say 10 points or 15 points, it feels like a lot and you feel like you're late, but really you're getting about the same entry that you would
structurally you're getting the same entry.
Exactly. Yeah. But it feels different. Like it doesn't feel the same. And I think it's just because I have the size of the candles. It just I don't know. And it's the same thing for like points. Like you're up 30 points and it's like, oh God, I'm up 30 points. Like I'm up 40 points. I'm up 60 points. It feels like a lot, but then it's like when you're up 10 points on ES, it's like, oh, you only made 10 points. It's like, do you know how much it takes for ES to move even 10 points? Like it's a lot. So you know, it just, I don't know. It feels different. That's all.
Well, I think for me, I just focus on I just try to focus on the structure, right? Like if NQ moves, you know, 30 points, 40 points, it doesn't matter. Like, because I watch them side by side. So like, I'm just trying to focus on where structurally we are. As long like, I don't even care how many points that is. Like when I make my targets, my profit targets is based off the structure anyway. So if you took, you know, if you took the numbers off and just played the structure, they move the same in a sense, right? Like
I don't disagree with you. I guess I just from a psychological standpoint and from like just a feel standpoint, it just feels different. It's the exact same. There's no difference whatsoever. But
I'm tracking everything you're putting down there, buddy.
Valdez is in the building. Says good morning. Good morning, Valdez. What's going on,
sir? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Man. Watching this slow grind of a morning here. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it's very strange movement with 7 minutes left into the market open.
Well, it's like watching paint dry right now.
Yeah, a lot of orders sitting up there at 49.25 on ES, 49.30 area, which leads me to believe that they want to protect 49.35 down. And these orders up here, if you scroll up, Jay, those orders at 49.45, those orders have been sitting there since yesterday. Yesterday when we came up here, because we reviewed the tape, Tristan and I, and we scrolled all the way up, and those sell orders of 500 sell orders, they've been sitting there since yesterday. So that's going to be interesting if we come up there.
Some longer term liquidity.
Yeah, it also correlates with my supply zone up there at the 4 hours. So I think I don't know. I haven't checked them. I don't. Usually, let me see if there's orders sitting on NQ. Let me see.
No, there's not. There's 70 orders sitting at 750, but other than that, no.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Orders don't move the same don't work the same on NQ as they do on ES.
Nope.
ES is for whatever reason on ES. At least from what I've seen, a lot of people like to park their money in ES and they'll park them in specific locations. On NQ, I don't know if NQ is just like more algo driven than ES is. I don't know, but
they do the same thing. Like it's just you're not looking for the same amount of liquidity, right?
No,
like an aggressive amount of liquidity on NQ could be 200 to 300 orders. right? Like
No,
that's an
that
aggressive
is
amount. So like
that is
70,
true.
although it's not a lot, it's still a large amount at a price level for NQ. That's something to note, so to speak.
But I guess what I mean is that NQ has that about 8 point range from where price is, where there's just orders that follow it up and down, right?
Yes, but
And
those I
ES
try to
doesn't.
ignore.
Yeah,
ES
ES does not
doesn't
have
need
that.
that, so to speak, or I don't know if it needs it or whatever. Anyway, we're
We're about
rejecting
to pull back.
49, 19, 25, 90-minute supply. Kind of like we were talking about. I'm just waiting to see if we can break below something here before I jump into this thing potentially short. That 49.19 rejection looked nice, but I need a little more, a little bit more, because we're just still holding that low over here at 49.16 through 49.14. So I would at least want to see a break below 49.14 for me to potentially take it short.
Yeah, and I'm personally looking for longs. I still want this thing to pull back into 49.10 to take it long.
I'm looking for longs. I'm looking for longs, but at the lows right here. I'm looking for shorts.
Yeah, all good. Hustle for Life says might be waiting on news. Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, we have news, but it's not like anything's gonna crazily push the market. I think we have news
it's
like
new home sales and natural gas at I think 9:30. But to your point, bless you.
Oh, thanks. To
your point, the market loves to wait for news, right? Like it doesn't matter what the news is. So you'll get this chop for like an hour, right? Just because the market is waiting on news. It doesn't matter what the news is. The news might not do anything, but people won't start buying until that uncertainty is gone. I've been calling NQ for quick 3 to 5 points with 2 cons to get my need to short out of me. No price levels behind it. Just feel all right. I mean, I feel like that's gambling.
Oh, he said he's been scalping.
He said no price levels at all. Okay, well, I feel like that's gambling.
If you want longs, got to catch it low because the bears are going to try hard today. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I said like up here I'm looking for shorts, but that green box that you see on the screen, that smaller one, that's where I'm looking for price to retest for longs, and that's that key level on the tape at 49.0150. And I'm pretty sure those are buyers now that I've seen that candle come out of there, right? Like I'm pretty confident that the 11,000 orders that came out of that area are buyers, right? So now I just want to see if that order retests. Justin's looking for 49.10, which is the low of this structure, right? Like he's looking for this low right here to hold, right? Or on ES is right here. Yeah, he's looking for 49.1025 to hold. I'm looking for 49.1025 to break and come back down to 49.02 to take it long. So we'll see what happens. Either way it goes, like I'm not opposed to 49.10 taking it long, but I would much rather get 49.02. I'm pretty sure he would too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm between 49.10 and 49.05, that like 5 point range. It's also kind of where we balanced out overnight as well. But yeah, if it wants to come down lower, like that's fine with me too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like I'm pretty sure he would not be upset if it came lower.
not even the slightest.
Exactly. Yeah, I like 49.05 as well. That 49.05 is where we bounced, I think, for the news too. No, oh no, we bounced down here.
No, it was a lot lower.
Yeah, 48.96.
Valdez says, "I'll take my longs with all the bears who are waiting for a retest." Huh? Like a retest of the lows, I guess. What you mean? I guess. I don't know. Eric said, "What's been messing up short." Oh, okay. Eric said, "What's been messing up short-sided bear trades has been Nvidia and Microsoft. Even when Apple wants to drop, those other two carry the market. A perfect short day would be Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple drop it." Yeah.
Well, lo and behold, here's Microsoft. Glad you said that.
The ones that missed the initial move.
Here's Microsoft right here. This is Microsoft, and you tell me what it looks like it's doing. So that's why I'm looking for shorts. That's why I'm looking for shorts.
Microsoft is dropping, Apple's pumping, Google's dropping, and so is Nvidia. So
Nvidia is dropping as well. So that's exactly what I want to see.
yeah, but normally, like if Apple is pumping, it just kind of holds SPY up while everybody else dumps.
All right, there's the break below 49.15. Now I'm just looking for a retest into 49.17. I'll take the market short here.
It's ridiculous.
Not really closing below 49.14.50. We can get this closure. I'll look to short on the retest. If not, I'm going to be looking for longs.
Yeah, we're getting a strong drop. See, like Hob said, it looks like we're gonna break this low here, which is good.
There's a break of the low right there.
Good for me. Right now we're retesting the value area high. Yeah, we're starting to get bought up a bit. Just waiting to see if we can't come back down. Let's see if this holds. Oh man, again. Looks like we got some buying coming in a little bit down here. Let's see this buy. I think this buying might end up failing though, but we'll see.
What do I got on my screen here? Oh, my bad, guys. Let me switch to the split screen.
Apple's rejecting Alphabet, or Google is breaking all-time highs currently.
Yeah, and Microsoft is reversing right back up to the upside. So I'd be careful shorting
so
this market
Nvidia. Google has officially broken all-time highs.
What do you got all-time highs on Google?
I had it at 152 on the dot.
It's only it's at 150 right now, unless you're looking at a different class.
I'm looking at Class C.
Okay, I got Class A up here.
I don't know. Oh, huh.
I think there's a difference in liquidity in both classes, but they run about the same.
Okay.
Class A is at 150 right now. Class C is at 152.
Okay.
Jesus, Amazon. Oh my God, Amazon is blushing.
What's the all-time high on Class A?
150, 157.
Okay. I forgot that Google had two classes because they split the stock in half. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it got too big. It's way too big. Amazon is going straight down. I don't know if they got bad news or what, but they're dumping. Like from open, they're already down $2.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Apple's ripping. Nvidia's right back up, and so is Microsoft. And so is Google.
And that bubble at the bottom down there, 49.12, was just a complete lack of buying. I mean, lack of selling, or from interest. So I'm okay with this thing pushing out of here. If it pushes out of here, I'll sit and wait for us to break the high and come back and retest the high. I'm not going to trade this yet. Yeah. I still am interested in shorting the market up here because there's a lack of buying at 49.18 right there. Again, more buying coming in at 49.17, 49.18 area, which is where I want to take this market short. But there's a lot of buying. It'll go from lack of buying to all of a sudden, boom. And with the stocks pushing up and the VIX not moving down, I'm not interested in shorting just yet.
Yeah, not to mention kind of a telltale sign of this push up was I was watching 49.20's liquidity, and they were slowly starting to take it off as we got closer. But it looks like we're rejecting 49.20.
Yeah,
Looks like
I
some
want to
sellers
see
are
more
trying to
buyers
step up.
trapped here, and I'm going to be looking to take this market long. I mean, short if we break this liquidity. I mean, if we come back down aggressively. I'm looking at this as a potential sweep of the highs after consolidation, and now I think we're about to show the true direction. But we'll see. Either way it goes, I'm not jumping in front of this train as long as it's bullish.
Yeah, because Google is still going.
Yeah, the market's still very bullish. So,
well, this is like the third stock in the big seven to break all-time highs, or at least we'll call it a half break because the other half hasn't broken yet. But
just call it what it is. Class C broke,
Yeah.
and Class A hasn't. The 15-minute candle on ES looks incredible. So, just waiting.
Yeah, it looks like Nvidia is kind of starting to come down. So is Microsoft and Apple, which is really what I want to see. I want to see them all pull back.
All right, I'm gonna take a short right there at 49.16. Put my stop above the high, and I'm gonna target 49.01.
You targeting that 5-minute demand zone below?
Yeah, but if we don't get aggressive selling coming in, I'm gonna take it off. But I like what I'm seeing up here. I like the fact that they're reloading that liquidity at 49.20 and they're bringing it down toward 49.17. I like the trap buyers at 49.20, so my stop's above there. And as long as we break below 49.13, price should come down back into 49.01 to retest that 5-minute demand. If bulls get too strong here, then we'll just rip right back up. If we can't break below here, that's going to be a bad sign. And again, more aggressive buying coming into the market here. Again, removing that liquidity at 49.20.
Yeah, they've been playing around with this level.
I'm gonna keep the trade on. I still like what I'm seeing out of buyers or out of sellers. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. There's been already. You can already see on the tape. There's been a lot more buying than selling, which could bode well if we can't move any higher, because that failure will be strong. I took 700 short. Got 9 points, manual, everything today.
I hear that. Yeah, it's really tight up here. I like bears at the highs. I like everything I'm seeing out of the tape. You just need to see some follow through from the sellers to want to push price down lower. If we don't get the follow through, then I'll lose on the trade. It's fine.
Eric, you got here scalping like crazy.
Yeah, that was a tight range to scalp right there. When I looked at it, I was like, wow. 7 points. Let's go. That's all you need, man. Keep the doctor away. Again, sellers not being able to break price below this 49.16 is a red flag for me. But let's see how they react to 49.20. That's the level that we need to break right there. It's 49.20 if we're going to go back up higher. If we don't break that, I'm staying in the trade. See, every time we come up to 49.20, the sellers pull up a nice fight. The only question left is will buyers stop fighting down here at 49.10 and let price push through there to get a nice pullback? That's the only question left to answer. And again, now they're moving that liquidity down to 49.20, adding more liquidity at 49.20, trying to protect 49.20. So my entire trade thesis revolves around 49.20. So if we can hold 49.20, I'll get what I want. If we can't, these buyers will push me out and I'll get stopped out of the trade. More trapped sellers down here at 49.14. So it's either they're trapped sellers at 49.14 or trapped buyers at 49.20. The only way we find out is when this thing breaks in one direction or the other.
Eric said NQ dancing at 700, 90 points away from new all-time highs. Bulls fighting for new high, bears fighting to keep it from new highs.
Pretty much.
Just to have a chance at a short trending day. Yeah.
Yep. It's basically what it is right now. It's a complete battle right now. It's getting tighter though. It's getting tighter toward the upside. Let's see if we don't come back down and retest 49.14 again over the next, I guess, 5 or 10 minutes, then we'll probably get stopped out of this trade.
I think it might be okay. Apple's starting to really get going to the downside right now. It's just Microsoft, Nvidia, and Google that just they're not moving. Like they're just legit not going anywhere.
Yeah,
but Apple's starting to sell down.
For me, it's just that high up there. If we stay below that high at 49.20, I think we'll be fine. Everything else is the price is just doing what price does. We're fighting, jockeying for a position.
Rally.
Yeah. Everything else is noise. All right, here's that test again of 49.15, 49.14, 7.5 area. Let's see if sellers can continue putting pressure on the bulls at this level to go ahead and break us out of this low. If we can break out of this low, we'll get very, very bearish. But if we can't break, then we'll pop back up. But again, adding more liquidity at 49.20, still got those trap buyers up there. More selling is occurring at 49.14, 7.5, which tells me sellers aggressively want to push price down below this level, which bodes well for my trade. Again, just getting that quick push down to 49.01 is what I'm looking for. If we break down below 49.12, we should get a nice flush here. Just waiting to see. Yeah, there's more selling coming in at 49.14, 49.14, 7.5. And again, if you're looking at the tape, that 49.20 through about 49.17 area, they're putting strong block liquidity up there. So that's what you really want to see. Now we just want to see the tape speed up and get that aggressive selling out of the trade. If we can get that, we'll go right to 49.01. Just looking to break this level at 49.12 right now. Am I not sharing my trade? I don't even think I logged in. Dang it. See if I can't catch this trade before it's over. All right, getting that breakdown below 49.12. Here comes 49.10, which is an area that I'll be watching closely due to the fact that I know my counterpart is looking to get long right there. So I definitely need to watch this area, but there's a ton of selling and it doesn't seem to be much interest from the bulls at that level. So we'll see. But again, more selling coming in. Now I'm watching 49.10 very aggressively, right? Or very cautiously, just because I know this is an area where buyers should be interested, right? So you don't want them to come back too much. So
Eric said, bro, I literally scalped 92 on NQ down to 88. Also shorted 90 to 86.50. I'm gambling today, just trading off deal. I don't want new highs. What's up, Luigi Salazari? You're welcome, man. I hope that you're finding the stream helpful. So thanks for being here.
Oh, what's up, Luigi? New member in the chat. All right, so here goes 49-10. This is where the battle is going to begin again, right? Bears pretty much won the battle up there at 49-12. We're up about 6 points on the trade, but my goal is to get to 49-01. So I'm not going to move my stop. I'm going to stay at 49-20.
Yeah, this is the area I was looking for us to pull back into. So we're in a situation again where we can both get what we want.
Facts.
So.
I will look to deleverage if we come down to 49.05. That's where I want to look to take something off. But 49.10 is a level where Bulls should step in, but there's not a lot of aggressive buying coming in out of this level just yet. Every time we tap 49.10, we got about 838 buys at 49.10. So I want to see what happens if we go down there again. If we can flip that 49.10 into sellers, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, and for me, anywhere between 49.10 and 49.05, I'm looking for signs of reversal, right? I'm looking for a lack of selling. I'm looking for strong buying, something that tells me that the market wants to reverse. So I'm just going to be patient.
Eric says Apple and NVIDIA are below VWAP. Microsoft bounced off its VWAP. Okay, so I'm just fighting with Microsoft right now. So as long as these Microsoft sellers can stay down, I think we'll be all right. Again, remember, we're still in an uptrend. So I'm playing this counter trend, but I'm playing this from a supply zone, a higher time frame supply zone, thanks to Justin. So if we can get 49.10 to break, I think we come right down to my target. So and again, for me, this trade, as you can see, I'm on micros. I'm not focused on the money, guys. Like, this is about putting the right size on and being able to just watch the trade, right? Like, if I start to spot red flags, I'll get out of the trade. But I fully expect price to come back up here and retest, right? So I'm not going to get afraid of this right away, right? I fully expect price to come up here to 49.16 through about 49.18 to retest. A lot of times I'll sell as soon as I see this happen. And that means that I'm not fully accepting the risk. The risk for me is 4 points, right? Am I up 6 points right now? Sure, I'm up 6 points. Can I go to break even? Yes. However, that would basically put my stop at risk of getting stopped out for break even. And I don't want break even. I don't want a 1-to-1. I would much rather get my profit target or take the loss, right? That's basically where I'm trying to be with these trades. And if I can be that way on micro size, then I can easily be that way with larger size, which it will in turn will increase my returns, right? My stop is in a great spot. My trade my entry is in a good spot. It could have been better. Maybe I could have got, a little bit higher, but my goal was to get 49.17. I got 3 ticks lower than that, right? So let's check the 15 minute because I hate watching the 1 minute.
Right now we're getting a little bit of consolidation down here. Starting to see some lack of selling. So this is looking kind of like we saw yesterday a bit.
Yeah.
So what I want to see is, I think I want to see some aggressive buying come out of this, and then a retest of the lower structure. Because we almost tapped 49.10. We almost got there.
Yeah, for me, if the aggressive buying comes out of here, then I'll look to get out on the retest of that buying. I'm not going to get out on the first sign of buying, right? Usually when buying comes out of an area, we get a nice retest after that. This is a double bottom on the 15 minute. However, let's see how this candle closes. We got 35 seconds left in this candle, so let's see what happens. All right, now we're coming up back up to retest at 49.16, 49.16 through 49.20 area. That's where all of the selling started, right? And if you just draw a little rectangle below about 49.17, 49.14.75, that's where I fully expect price to come back to and retest. If we can find sellers there, we'll continue to the downside. If not, we'll get stopped out of this trade for a little bit of a loss, about 4-point loss. But I'm not selling until we get at least below 49.10. If we don't get below 49.10, then that means my thesis is incorrect, and that means that I'm okay with taking that loss right there. Here comes that aggressive buying out of this area. Let's see if it breaks through the area that we got short here. This area right here is very, very key for sellers. If we can't hold this area, we'll get stopped out probably around 49.20 on an aggressive push by the buyers. Again, seeing that liquidity being removed at 49.20 doesn't bode well for our trade, but we'll see if sellers will defend up here or whether we continue to push up. Again, for me, everything is noise below my stop loss. Like I fully expect this to retrace, but if I'm correct in my thesis, then everything should push down. So far, my thesis has been correct all the way down to 49.10. Which is exactly where I thought we would find turbulence. So far, this is working out exactly like I expected. The only question left is, are sellers strong enough to keep price below 49.10? And I'm betting on the sellers that they will be. But if I bring my stop to break even after only being up 6 points, you see what happens, right? Like I get stopped out at 49.16. And then I'm not allowing the trade to properly play itself out. If I'm incorrect, then that's okay. That's part of trading, right? Like, be okay with being wrong, right? Be okay with taking losses. That's the only way you'll make it to being a point of origin trader. I don't want to be a scalper. I want to be a point of origin trader. That means that I'm going to take more losses than the scalper will. But when I take wins, they're going to be much larger than the scalpers. Doesn't make me better. It doesn't make him better. It just means that that's our preference. My preference is to be a point of origin trader. And the point of origin of the selling is 49.20.25. That's why I'm short at this area. So,
yeah, I still think it's a good short. Definitely a good short.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad short at all. I like everything about the trade. To me, everything else is out of my hands, right? Like whatever happens below my entry, it's out of my hands, and that's how I want to trade. Like I'm completely okay. I took a loss this morning. I'm completely okay if this is a loss, right? Like it just means that bulls are way too strong. And 49.10 was much stronger than I anticipated it being. And that's okay. To me, the growth is not if this trade is a winner. To me, the growth is allowing this trade to be a loser because that's the trader that I want to be. Most people won't be okay with taking losses. And that's not me. Like, I don't want to be that trader. I'm okay with taking losses, right? What I'm not okay with is so many times I've taken this trade and I've set my stop to break even only to watch myself get stopped out and the trade go exactly where I wanted it to go, right? And sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes price reverses and I look back and say, great, I'm glad I got out at break even. But which time do you cut the trade? You don't know. So I'd rather just be one way, right? I'd rather just be the guy that looks to cut the trade, or I'd rather be the guy that takes the stop every single time, respects his stop loss. And if price disagrees with me, it is what it is. Just need to get out just before news at 10. Okay, we got news at 10. Yeah, we got 6 more minutes till the news breaks. All right, here comes the aggressive push by the bulls. And then you see the liquidity being removed at 49.20, which is basically the thesis for my trade. So for me, that is a very, very red flag, right? So I'm not going to cut the trade, but it's something that I'll note when I go back to journal. I'll be like, okay, when I review the tape, I see that liquidity being removed at 49.20. I'm going to accept the full loss, but that's something that I'll note next time and say, okay, when you see that liquidity being removed, go ahead and take the trade off. But to me, I'm in the depths of the trade right now. It's $80. That's why you trade. That's why I'm trading micros, so that I can take these losses and not be embarrassed by the loss, not be upset by the loss. Like, it is what it is. It was a great entry, right? It was a great stop loss. It was a great management of the trade, and I stuck to what I believed in. The bears just might be too strong, but they have to break the high. They have to break the high in order to prove me wrong. If they don't break the high, I'm not wrong. And look, more buyings coming in at this level. Again, at 49.19, 49.20, more buyings coming in, but they're not moving price. These buyers are getting trapped up here. It's just a matter of, can they get more buying to push them through this level? I'm betting that they won't. I'm betting that they'll get trapped up here. Doesn't mean I'm going to be right on my bets. It means what I'm reading is a bunch of trapped buyers up here and a bunch of trapped sellers at 49.10. I don't know who's going to win. See, they removed that liquidity and trapped more buyers at the highs, right? Like, more people wanted to buy up there if they were watching the tape and didn't understand what was happening. If they were watching the tape, they wanted to buy at 49.19, 48.18. Now they're trapped. More buying, right? But then look, they put the liquidity right back, which is something, again, win, lose, or draw. I'm going to note all of these things when I go back and review the trade. Right? If you're a bull, you don't want to see 49.16 break down, right? Because that means we're either going back in a consolidation or bears are looking to take over here. We got about 3 minutes left until the news drops. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's a battle for the highs and the lows. That's all it is. And then mm-hmm. Into the short. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, for me, it's 49.20 on ES. If they can't break 49.20, like, the trade's over. I mean, if they can break 49.20, the trade's over. If they can't break 49.20, we're coming down. That's just it. That's just everything for me. Like, if 49.20.50 breaks, then it's either going to sweep the high and continue lower, which will also be unfortunate, but I'm going to re-enter and try to get a higher size. Other than that, there's no reason for me to do anything. Like, I shouldn't be touching the stick. If 49.20 doesn't break and I don't hit my stop loss, and if we get below 49.10, I'm willing to go to break even. If we don't, I'm doing shit. News, no news, I don't care. Sweep me out. Like, I gotta get past that fear, and the only way I do it is either through losses or through gains. And I'm just done being scared, man. Like, I'm finished. I'm over it. Yeah. You know, for this news to not be important, they sure are clearing the heck out of this tape, right, DJ?
Yeah, I see that.
For this to be yellow polar news, if y'all can see this tape right now, it looks like the black abyss.
Yeah, they definitely cleared.
Yeah. Well, it's not that I don't pay attention. It doesn't affect my thesis on the day. I would like to know the information, but it doesn't affect my thesis on the day. That's all. So I'm not shunning it. I'm just saying I don't use it to trade. That's all. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. All right, news is out. I think it's 9:00. I assume news is out. Still haven't gone anywhere, in my opinion. Just kind of sitting here. 49.16 is my entry. Just dancing around here. I hear you. I just look at it like price action is moved by fundamentals. But the price action realm is a different department than the fundamental realm, right? Like it's like I sent a letter from fundamentals to price action, right? All right, thanks for the fundamentals news. Now we're going to buy and sell off of this information. I'm here as a trader to trade the buy and sell action, not the fundamental action. Is it interesting to note and say what the sentiment may be of buyers and sellers? Absolutely. Absolutely. But does it matter in regards to everyday price action? No, it doesn't. Not for me anyway. All I know is right now is buyers and sellers are trying to fight their hardest for 49.16 and 49.20. So do with that what you will. Right now, it just looks like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But 49.20 hasn't been broken, and neither has 49.10. So this is the fight right now. This is the range. I like my entry in the range. You could be short, you could be long, you could be scalping the heck out of it. I'm just not interested in doing any of that. Yeah. Like I said, win, lose, or draw in this trade, to me, this is growth, right? Like I'm showing patience. I'm showing the ability to respect my stop loss. I'm showing the ability to be convicted in my direction. And I'm also showing you that I'm okay with taking losses, right? I'm cool with it, right? Like win, lose, or draw, I'm cool with it. I'm done being scared. Like scared, to me, the most fear that I felt was taking my 3 kids an hour and a half away without my wife. That's true fear, right? That's true stress. I was more stressed yesterday than I was ever trading, and shout out to my wife. She says, I seem more calm today and less stress. Yeah. And I'm so close to taking this loss. And I know that, but that shouldn't stress me out, because as long as I can stand on 10, if I can stand 10 toes down on my thesis, because at the end of every day, I have to go and face my peers every single day. I have to face Justin. I have to face all of the members in the Discord, and I have to bring my trades to the table. As long as I can validate my trade thesis, man, I'm good. Like as long as they understand why I took trades, I'm Gucci. That's it. That's all I need to know. Right? Everything else to me is noise. And you can never get there if you're never willing to fight the fear. All the market does is induce fear into you. Right? We called it yesterday, and excuse my French for all the 24 people in here, but yesterday we called it being a bitch. And I ain't no bitch. I ain't never been a bitch. Ever. In no aspect of life. So why would I start while trading money? I know that if I take this loss, I got 40 more trades I can take based off the math, as long as I stay in the size and I keep the risk on. That's it. This is 1 of 40. If this is a winner, cool. If it's a loser, good. But what is the analysis that you took to get there? If you can stand 10 toes down on that, nothing else matters, man. There is no fear. None. I know that we're coming back down to 49.12 right now. I know that this is a potential double bottom on the charts. I understand that buyers will try to defend here. But I also understand that 49.20 through 49.17, sellers are trying to defend up there. Do I know who's going to win? No. Can I deleverage and take something out of this trade? Yes, but I don't want to. Like I don't want to, and I'm not going to regret it whatsoever, because this trade isn't about the money. This trade is about seeing the process through. That's what I'm trying to do here. If Justin wants to get long, I think this is a good long opportunity. Just saying.
No, I'm not.
That was a retest right there.
Yeah, it was a retest, but it wasn't what I wanted to see though. To get long.
Yeah,
and the market it's just in a range right now.
It was another retest and failure by the sellers to drop price lower down there at 49.12. Again, 49.11 was the last stop, but the same thing happened on the sell side, right? Like we wanted to retest 49.20, we couldn't get there, and we dropped lower at 49.18, then lower at 49.17. More trap buyers, more trap sellers at the lows. So it's basically sideways trading, right? I've already placed my bet. So I wouldn't be, if I wasn't in this trade already, I wouldn't be re-entering a new position, right? Eric says, Hobbs and Jay shaping future moments right now. This is going to be a memory in a year. Bro, I'm glad we put in the time and work. Look at us now. Our market analysis on point, risk management on point. 100%, man. Like this is why we came on here to show our journey, because we knew the last step we had to get through. It wasn't analysis. You could literally, if you was a robot and you just took our market plans and traded those every day, you'd probably be a winner. So what does that tell you? There's only one problem, and it's us. The minute we remove ourselves or our fear out of the equation, then the stats will start to play itself out. The reason my stats aren't playing themselves out, because 90% of the trades that I'm taking, I'm cutting them too early. Monday, I cut 5 trades too early. And out of those 6 total trades I took, 1 was a winner and 1 was a loser. If I would have cut out all of the other 4, I would have just won, right? You know how many times I would have cut this trade on Monday? This is the exact same trade. I would have cut it when I saw the bullish buying come in. I would have cut it when they broke above my stop or my entry. I would have cut it when I see aggressive white stuff or aggressive liquidity pause, aggressive liquidity being added, right? But what does that teach me? Nothing. It just teaches me to keep falling victim to that fear. Is this hard to do? Yeah. But I did something much harder yesterday, which is spend time with them damn kids.
Blame it on the kids.
Bro, I had to get a drink yesterday. That's how bad it was. I got a wine cooler. I told my wife, I said, just bring me back like a 4-pack, something. I said, I need something to calm these nerves. I took a wine cooler and a muscle relaxer. That's how my day went yesterday. So right now, again, just consolidating. Again, if we don't break above 49.20, my money's on the Bulls. I mean, on the Bears. If we get above 49.20, then I think we're going to continue to go higher. I don't know which way we go. I wish Price would make a decision. That would be nice, but I can't control it. It's out of my control.
Yeah, that news, we are right back where we started from the news.
Yep. And again, looking more and more bullish, but still looking bearish at the highs. So sideways trading. Now you just want to see, if you're a bull, you just want to see an aggressive buyer take out 49.20, and then we'll be done with the trade. That'll be it for us. If we come back down and retest, I'll be looking for longs again. But if we don't, if we break above this area, the short thesis will be eradicated, right? And that's okay. You're not going to be right on every trade. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's very interesting because there's a lot of buying at the high, and there's like a lack of selling at the there's a lack of selling at the lows.
Yeah,
and you can see that on the delta. So it's just interesting.
Well, I would say that the selling increases at 49.12, but not beneath there. Like right where the buying came in at 49.10, there's about 1,500 sellers at 49.12.50. Right. So there's a definitely interest from sellers at that level, but not beneath that level. And that's the higher low being put in, which puts my trade at risk. Right. So here comes the break above 49.20. Again, this failure right here would have been an area that I could have took profits, right, and just got out of the trade. But again, I was interested in taking the trade down further. Bulls are not interested in that. They're interested in breaking through this price action, right? And you can see that this retest down here was a failure, right? And now we're pushing back above. So let's see if we break above the high here and continue to move higher. All right, there's our stop right there. And again, that is, to me, that's how I want to trade, right? The red flags that came up, I recognized them. I could have gotten out of the trade, but I didn't want to. My thesis hadn't been eradicated yet. Now my thesis is eradicated, and I'm okay with taking that loss. I can go back and journal that trade and say, okay, here are some of the red flags that you saw. Next time you see these type of red flags, go ahead and get out of the trade. But at the end of the day, I put up $80 to take that trade and F around and find out, right? What I learned through that trade is way more valuable than what I lost, right? What I lost was $80. What I learned was being fearful is just an illusion, right? It's something you put in your own mind that's built in, like you're wired to be fearful when you're losing. But if you can figure out a way to disconnect that wire while trading, you can take way more risk and be okay with those risks, right? At this point, that was the last ditch effort. I shouldn't say last ditch effort. The last ditch effort for me is above 49.35 by the Bears. I still think Bears have an opportunity to hold price below the swing high. But at this level, at 49.10, 49.20, thus far they fail. But let's see if they sweep these highs and then come down and break price down, right? So I'm watching this level again very closely to potentially short this market yet again, because this area is still not broken. Where I was betting price would go to has been broken, but this area hasn't been broken.
Yeah, I'm watching for shorts up here as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more so because I'm not
Look at all the selling that came in up here.
Yeah, and also because I'm not going to wait to long up. This would no longer be a pullback to me anymore if we can get shorts
all
going.
Right, I'm short again, 49.19. Putting my stop above the high now. A much better entry here. And it looks like the selling is starting to come in aggressively. And I wanted to be in before that selling started. Again, same price target at 49.01. Sorry, Jess, I didn't mean to cut you off. But the selling started to come in pretty aggressively right there.
You're good. Yeah, for me, I see the selling coming in aggressively. I like the kind of doji candle we got up there at the top. I just want to see a retest and a failure on a retest of us coming up. That's all I'm really waiting on for me.
Not really a lot of trap buyers up there, though, now that I'm looking at it. Just a ton of selling up there, though. I like it. See what happens.
Yeah, we're going to retest that selling right now. Trying to see like a lack of buying up here.
Go Crazy is saying, how we looking today, Justin? We having a better day? I watched the video you just posted and that got my mind back right. Woke up and my TP hit on NQ. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. I haven't taken any trades yet, but I'm just looking to see if we lack some buying up here. We just had a lot of selling. If we start to lack some buying, I'll look to take the market short. We just kind of had a high at daybreak. We're trying to come back into this range. All right, I'm short here. Short here at 49.19, 49.18. That was shitty.
We got the same entry. Same exact entry. It just looks suspect. This absorption just looks super suspect at 49.22. And I think price wants to come down up here. And I'm just trading what I'm seeing. We put in a lower high at 49.19 on the smaller time frame. So let's see if it holds. Stop is above the high right there too.
Yeah, my stop's above the high as well. Still seeing some buying, but see if the selling was super strong. Hopefully this selling can kind of start to increase.
Let's check on the other stocks here.
Apple's coming up, Microsoft's coming up, and everything. Google's losing its mind.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of this trade.
Everything's moving to the upside right now.
Yeah, I'm cutting it there. I'm just not liking what I'm seeing from the bulls. From the bears, it just feels more and more trappy, right? Like this aggressive selling keeps coming in, but every time it comes in, it's just met by more aggressive buying. So I cut the trade for about a $5 loss there. I'm just not seeing what I want to see just yet from these bears. Just looking at the overall conditions of the market, it's just this area looks really good to short. We're just not getting that aggressive selling coming beneath us here. Where is mine? There we go. Damn it, looks like I'm about to do it again. Nope, get back in. But same level. I caught it right before it dropped. Right at the same level. Don't give your ass shit back. I went and looked at the stocks myself, and they're all at supply for me.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to make a lower high, hopefully.
Yeah, I thought you were saying they were ripping, but then when I went and looked
they're just coming back up.
Yeah.
But we got to break down below. We got to break down below this low at like 18.
Yeah, I like. Let me see if I can share this tab. All right, so here's what I'm looking at. Microsoft is at all-time high, previous day high, trying to rip above it. Nvidia is at supply on the 1 hour, right? But could be rejecting it. Google is at all-time high, looking to try to reject here. Everything's at a level where it could reject. I'm just not liking the lack of follow through on the tape. Like it's just not looking good for a short here. Yeah, they just look like they're just trapping more and more sellers at the highs. I'm gonna stay in the trade, but just because I'm hoping that this seller that came into the market wants to break price or keep price below 22, but it doesn't look like he wants to.
Yeah, the short's got to come in here.
This has to be this has to be the selling right here. Like this has to be this is like the last level that sellers, not last level, but in regards to this current trend, this is an area where sellers should want to protect. 3,500 sellers came from this area right here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the tape. Everything is clear to the downside. Mm-hmm. It's the path of least resistance. So selling has to come in right here. If it doesn't, then we could go back and fill that liquidity. And the stocks are okay. So Microsoft looks like it's rejecting all-time highs. So that's good. ES is getting that push down. Yeah. The tape looks good to come down. I mean, the path of least resistance looks like we could flush straight down to 49.10. Like that looks like it's very possible and could happen very quickly. Because there's literally no big.
As you're saying that, I'm over here moving my stop losses. I'm moving my take profits down because I'm reading the same thing on this tape. I'm like, if we come down from here, like this thing's gonna come down and it's gonna come down fast. So,
okay, they just put some orders at 49.17, but. No, that was a spoof. Yeah, it's just like if this thing can get going, we will be good. But again, buyers are just
no aggressive freaking sellers. Like they're coming in aggressively, but they're not continuing their rip down. We're right at another 15-minute supply zone too at 49.22. So that might be what price is reacting to. That's why there's so much liquidity right there. This is what we were saying from earlier today in our thesis when we were like, there's so many drop-based drops, aka supply zones that happen on ES that it's gonna take a lot of buying to push through all of this today. So at some point, I expect sellers to come in. Maybe we're too early, I don't know, but there's nothing but selling that's happening up here, but there's a buyer aggressively absorbing price.
Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out.
Yeah, same here. Again, more and more buying coming in at the highs, aggressively pushing price out of here. It's just too aggressive here for me, for us to be if we're gonna hold, if we're gonna get the rejection, it's got to be below 49.23 or we're gonna be out of this trade.
Yeah, I'm already out.
Yeah, I got tapped out right there as well. Still aggressive, man. Like, these buyers just have no chill. Those two areas, as much as I want to short the market up here, the market's just not agreeing. 49.25, they're loading 600 orders. If for me to get in short again, I need to see some type of selling, like aggressively come into this market. Besides this one big old bubble that's just not holding. The aggressive selling is, let me show you guys the tape so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Save them tokens. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. It's only three tokens. It's two tokens for me gone. I do have a supply on NQ at 710. Usually giving my levels. I have orders placed, but today I just plan scalping off field. Sorry, I'm not contributing much today, boys. It's all good, Eric. I appreciate the conversation from everybody here, but I'm always going to trade my levels and what I'm seeing on the tape, right? The one thing that I would say that I didn't see on the tape that I'd normally like to wait for is I didn't see this continuation come and then the pullback. The first trade that I took, I got the continuation and then the pullback. So I was trying to short the pullback. It just never continued, right? Therefore, buyers are just too strong. They're moving to strike, right? Like they're moving to take everybody out, right? And that's what they're doing. Aggressively pushing price through these levels, aggressively. VIX is standing straight still, not doing anything.
Yeah, the entire market's just pushing. Microsoft is pushing, Nvidia's pushing, Apple's pushing, Google's pushing.
Yeah, they moved to they set the tokens on the table and now they moved to strike. They're like, got enough people to short the market up here. Now let's go ahead and push through this. And that's basically what they're doing. They're looking to push through this aggressively.
Another strong rejection right there, but buyers are coming right back.
Yeah, for me, the rejections at this point, I need to see a sell-off. The rejections are short-lived. Basically, every pullback's getting bought up. So if that's going to continue to happen, then hey, let it push. For me, the only way I could have took this market, or I would like to take this market long, is if we came back to 49.01. We came back to 49.11, which led me to believe that we would push back down to 49.01. But bulls had other plans, right? We held the line here at 49.14, dropped down to like 49.10, 50, right? Basically, Justin's, dang, they dropped right to your level too.
Almost.
Well, I mean, okay. They dropped to your area, right? So if you would have put drew a box at 49.10, you would have been like, okay, it's in my area. Yeah.
Now the market, I at this point, I guess I'm just going to wait and see what we do at this 30-minute supply zone at 49.28. Unless I get something clear here, because I mean we're still in supply technically, but
we're definitely still in supply, but we're just, you can see the liquidity being added at 49.29, 49.30, but again, with the stock market being so bullish, like the market's going to continue to push. I got 1 hour supply being hit on NQ here, 735 on NQ, while ES is still in supply, which still makes me want to short this market. Not going to short it until I see aggressive selling coming into the picture. We break some type of structure, and then I'll look to get in. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna try a short here. I'm gonna have a really tight stop though.
Yeah, just risking that high up there at 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is. That's what I like. That's what I like. Now give me the rest of the freaking selling. Dang it. See, this is that selling that keeps coming in. It just keeps getting bought up. But I think the market wants to come down again, but it's so hard to read up here. See, we're getting that aggressive selling. We're changing the character. We're putting in these lower highs. The market just needs to come down. I took the short up there as well. I'm just waiting to see if we come back up aggressive. I'm going to cut it quickly. Yep, coming back up aggressive. Got it there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. There's no continuation from these sellers. I'm gonna hang out. All right, back in again. Still seeing that aggressive selling coming in, man. Like the entry better up here. Holding 27 for the highs. I'm gonna take this risk on here. Again, if you can see this tape, you'll understand. I know you see it on the candlesticks, but the tape really wants to sell off here. But again, just really aggressive.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive buying.
Mm-hmm.
I think the rest of the stocks. Well, I don't think Google's going to get on board, but I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see some of these other stocks kind of get on board, but I'm not seeing it just yet.
Yeah, but I'm liking the rally on the VIX though. The VIX is at 1410 here, trying to push up and give us something here on this trade.
Nvidia is still pushing.
Let's see what MNQ did at that supply zone here. Yeah, NQ is coming right back up, which means ES is probably going to come right back up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not getting that flush from these sellers, man. And again, we're breaking below character here. Again, still just don't want price to come back above 25. Right? I think I'm gonna put my stop right there actually. Right there. Give it an extra point. Just a really nice tight stop. Just because the bulls have been so aggressive that they're literally every time we're looking like we're breaking through lows, like we're breaking through lows, but then we just recover so quickly.
I'm just hoping Nvidia can fail. I'm hoping Nvidia fails.
You praying on Nvidia's downfall, bro?
I am, but Nvidia's this 5-minute candle is nuts on Nvidia.
I still like everything about the trade.
There's such strong selling going on bookmap, but it's
hard not to short it. It's hard not to short it, but it's like, God, just go down. Y'all can't let us win one. Let me. All right,
I'm out of that trade. Yeah, Nvidia is still going up.
Too. Like this thing just cannot push down.
Microsoft is going up.
Every single signal is giving more strength. So it's like, God, I can't continue to stay short. But then I feel like the minute I sell, right, I'm going to miss the short. But I would rather miss the short coming down and look for this thing to push back up into this structure, right? Every single opportunity to sell off, the market's just failing. But again, my thesis is if we can get this break of below 22 and then come back up and retest, then I'll be sure we're ready to sell off. But right now, we just continue to make these. It's like bait. It's clickbait, right? Like we're continuing to look bearish, 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 and then boom, explosion. Bearish, 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 boom, explosion. So there's so much selling on the tape that's just being absorbed by more and more buyers. So it's like they're just trapping more people to try to take the market short. So
yeah,
I'd rather cut that trade, be out for a short loss. And if we break below this structure, then I can look to re-enter. The market wants down, man. The market wants down. I was like, the market was down, man.
Well,
it
now,
really was down.
Now it looks like I think we were in the right position. I got a little bit of a worse entry, but I think Google.
I got basically the same.
Google looks like it wants to come down, and I think and looks like Nvidia wants.
The market
to come
wants
down.
Well.
Like
the market. Put it this way: the market wants to come down. It just needs. It needs the stocks to get on board, right? My target's still 49.01, right? Because I think the market wants down. I think all of this, I'm just not buying all of this buying inside of supply. I'm just not buying it.
You're not buying all the buying?
Yeah, I'm not buying all the buying, bro. Double entendre. Basically put on the same trade like 3 times up here, but again, didn't take huge losses on the other ones this time, so I'm okay with that, but gotta be more, I wouldn't say disciplined, because I feel like I'm managing everything right. I'm not looking to long this market up here. I'm looking for the entry to get short, and I'm cutting the trades before they go against me too aggressively. And just reading the tape just looks like it wants to come down. Like the market wants to come down. It's just a matter of, are we in the right area at the right time?
Yeah. We just need some of these. Google looks like it's trying to reverse. And the rest of these stocks just need to start to come down. I think we'll be good.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop worrying about it. I'm freaking starving. I'm gonna put my stop above the highs and go make something to eat.
Yeah, my stop is. I'm giving myself the full 4 points. And just gonna go with it here. All right, here comes that selling we was after. NQ is coming down as well, so that's good. The big move is coming, and it'll be clear. Yeah, we know what we see. Them bears have to come. Yeah, we're finally starting to get that selling now, which is good. We're back to where we originally tried to short the market, so we got to break this 19 level. We're getting really aggressive selling coming in right now. My original entry was perfect, but it's all good though, because I think I only lost like $11 on the trade or something, so it's not that serious. Just don't want to see this fail. Might not be today, might be tomorrow or next week, but it will flush. Yeah, facts. Yeah, we just want to see this. We just want to see this come down. We just do not want to see this recover. We want to see the sellers continue to push.
You got it, Bubba?
There it goes. There we go.
Whoa, shit. There we go.
This market's
I thought you wanted to come down. There you go, pretty lady. I thought you wanted to come down. I knew you wanted to come down. You just wanted to tease me up there. I knew it. I freaking knew it.
Yeah.
There goes the VIX, baby. Come on down.
Everything's coming down.
Come on down.
Nvidia's coming down.
Let's go.
Microsoft is coming down.
Let's go. Moving to take profit, baby. Moving to take profit. This is the type of selling.
Oh, Hobbs didn't size up.
I didn't size up. Kept the same size. I'm at 4 contracts. Who said I sized up?
Valdez. He said the early entry is the best entry grade trade, Hobbs, and that man sized up.
Yeah, to me, the losses were worth this entry, right? I was a little off a couple times, a bunch of times, but they're worth, to me, it's worth it to take these small losses. I'm gonna get you some some Gatorade. My goal is 49.01. My target is 49.01, but I think the market wants a lot more than that. So I'm gonna continue to manage this properly. And I might just take profit off, to be honest with you. This is coming down exactly how I thought it would come down. So let's see if 49.10 breaks. If 49.10 breaks, then my next target is 49.01. 49.01 breaks, I'm looking at 48.89 and then 48.74.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm at a break of 49.10. I'll continue to hold. Yep. I'll probably take 2 off at 49.05, and then I'll hold that last runner.
Yeah, I knew this market wanted to come down. I wasn't buying those longs up there. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, we got to break this level though. I'm gonna go to break even because we're up pretty massively now. We're up. Well more than 8 points, and of course this is where the market wants to bounce. And of course Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple are all reversing, but Google's not though. So hopefully Google can continue to stay down, and this will just be a pullback to go lower. Because Google's still coming down. I think as long as Google stays down, I think we'll be fine. We just don't want to see Google also catch this bid. Yeah, as long as Google doesn't catch a bid, we'll be okay. But my stops are at break even because I was up 10 points on the trade. So God damn it, you gotta be shitting me right now. Don't do this. Don't do this, market. Don't do this. That's right. Google, stay down. Stay down, girl. Stay down. Stay down and lay down. Go ahead and break that low, Google. Looks like Nvidia got a rejection off VWAP. Microsoft is still holding its all-time high break. So, and okay, Apple is starting to come back down again. So that's positive. Apple's failing. So we just need the rest of these stocks to just come down and just fail. And you know, they're all kind of moving in unison. But Google's vital. Google is vital. You ever watch all that the vital facts of life with Kelly something or other? This reminds me of. It's vital. It's key. It's important. Oh my God, Microsoft, chill out, man. Chill, Microsoft. What is wrong with you? Oh, these bulls. Oh, these bulls. All right. Pretty good close on everything but Apple, Nvidia, and Microsoft. Google had a really good close though. It closed kind of down near its lows. I'm hoping Oh my god, these stocks, man. ES had a crazy sell off, but uh, these stocks are just holding 10 toes down, strong down here, man. Like they do not want to sell off. Everything's getting a bid again. Microsoft is going for its all-time high. Nvidia is going to break its high of day. Apple's going. Everything's coming back to the upside. I hate these stocks right now. Took the 10 points off of this. Yeah, that was probably the good. That was probably the good move, honestly. But I want to see if we can't get down to that low.
We put in a lower high. The next thing to do is just put in a lower low. That's all I'm looking at on the 15-minute chart. That's why I'm targeting the lows.
It's just these stocks are so strong. Nvidia is rejecting though. We just need to see Microsoft and Google and Apple all reject, and we should be just fine. But it's just like, dang man, they're so strong right now. Like they just are not playing games. Let me check the tape. But actually, the tape looks pretty weak though for the Bulls. I will say that the tape. Well,
I just want us to flip that book. With all this dang on selling.
The tape is looking a bit weak, so hopefully we can reject here and come down lower. But we did just put in a lower high, so on the smaller time frame.
It looks like a bear flag on the 30-second here. Yeah, I'm good. I like our entry. I'm not giving this BITCH up. Again, I still got the same thesis I had earlier. Like, come and get me or don't. I'm just done being fearful. Like, just come and get me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at break even, so
yep. I think that's
can't lose on the trade. I'm gonna be exactly at break even. I'm just gonna accept that.
I think you got a better entry than me though. You got it at 24.
I got it at 23, 25 when I re-entered.
Yeah, I got 22.50.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all
49.10. I hate you for even saying that number. Because 49.10, they literally just keep aggressively attacking, adding more and more liquidity to 49.10. I'm like, bro, if we get through 49.10 though, it's over for this market. It's over. OVA. NQs just keeps putting in higher lows. This is nuts. Just drop, baby. Drop.
Oh, NQ's already retesting the already retesting Origin right now. But
the ES looks different though. ES looks weaker than NQ.
No, it definitely does. It's just the stocks, man. They're so strong. They're all just buying. I'm just watching the stock market. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like,
I stopped watching. I was like,
do you have a chill? Yeah. I need to hit the chill button.
You know what's weird is that the stock market is so bullish, but yet the SPY is so bearish. Like that's very strange. It makes me believe like something else is happening that's keeping the SPY down.
Yeah. Look at oh my God, Google is rocket shipping right now.
Mm-hmm. Again, headed towards time highs.
What is going on? Google's oh my God. I hate you, Google. I hate you.
Save myself some agony and go to break even here. Good Lord. Just
ridiculous.
stay down, man. Like, why not? Why can't you stay down?
Everything is pumping.
Why can't you stay down? Like, just go down, man. Like, there's no need to do this today. We got to do this today all day. Like, fine. I'll take break-even trades all day. Because this pullback better stop before it gets to my entry. Like, I'm going to be pissed. Maybe we come back and reject 49.19 where the 90-minute supply came in originally and then come down. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice to see all those Google buyers just get trapped and dumped on. I'm sorry if you bought Google, but
Well, if they bought Google, they get trapped and dumped on at all-time highs. They're still going to be in profit when the dump's over. Look, we're not trying to hate on your stock. We just want it to come down just for a little bit.
I'm hating on your stock.
Just come down. Just take a break. You've been buying all day. Just take a break. You know. Hey man, pause for the calls. 29 people or 27 people in the building. Thank you guys so much for your participation. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate all of you guys. Please make sure you tip the barbers, aka hit the like and subscribe button. Justin and I are coming on here every day, 5 days a week, sharing our journey, sharing our losses, trading live for you guys. All we ask is that you hit the like and subscribe button, or hit the dislike and subscribe button. Like either way it goes,
the dislike and the subscribe button.
Right? Like if you like Hobbs, why you keep shorting this market and taking all these losses? I dislike that. All right, cool, man. Like it is what it is. But you know, I like what I like, and I like this short, right? And my first target is 49.01, but my actual target is 48.8925. I think we come down to this 3-hour demand zone now. That's what I think. Just looking at the macro picture, right? Like just looking at the 1 hour, looking at the 4 hour, right? Like this just looks like a lower high on the 1 hour, a retest of 1 hour supply, a higher low being put in, or lower high being put in, and then we reverse this thing, and then we got to put in a lower whatchamacallit? What's the word I'm looking for? A lower low. Yeah. So in a higher time frame, we're still in an intermediate uptrend, but I'm betting that I'm in on the reversal of this uptrend. Am I right? I don't know. My stop's at break even because I'm done giving money back to this market, but that's what I want to happen. If it happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, hey, it's fine.
Yeah. That's Black said was looking weak up there. I tried micros to see if I could hold longer, and I did, testing myself, and you did hold longer, which is good. Call me shaky. I bailed. LOL. That's not shaky. You bailed at the right time. To be honest with you, like a 10-point sell off on ES is really, really good. So,
Hoobs says Valdez. I totally understand getting out early, but does it make sense when you're already got that many points? So for me, this week. I said it last week. I said this week is not going to be about the points or the P&L for me. This week is about me holding my trades to my stop losses. I think that I shouldn't be giving back stop losses once we're up, 6-7 points. Like I should go to break even. That I'll definitely do all the rest of the week, right? I shouldn't allow green trades that are a 2-to-1 go back to red. That's a mistake, right? Therefore, I'll take that out. But what I'm not going to do, right? And this is just me, right? Like everybody has their way of trading. I want to be a point of origin trader that has a high risk to reward with a fairly decent winning percentage. I don't care about how many losses I take. I won't ever care about my losses, ever. Ever. You'll see me take a lot of trades. Me and Justin are different. He is strategically putting 1 or 2 trades out there, but at strategic times. I like to put fillers out there, and I'm aggressive with my entries. But I'm also a high risk to reward trader. But in order for that high risk to reward ratio to play itself out, I can't take scalps, because then I skew my risk to reward. For instance, if this trade works out, think about it like this, and I cut it down there for 7 points, can I go back and re-enter? Yes, but then I'm exposing myself to the market a little more than I want to, and getting a worse entry and potentially giving back that profit. I don't want to deal with that. I want to be at point of origin. I want to put my stop above the highs. And if we get that nice aggressive flush, it should continue to sell down. What we're seeing right now, I think Chicago is saying it the perfect way. It's choppy waters, but ultimately the market wants down. So why would I sell my position here when I'm in a position where I could definitely get my risk to reward, definitely recover my losses on the day, and be done trading? I have no desire to do that. So that's why you'll see me hold longer than the average person will. The average person is okay with taking 7 points, 8 points. And maybe when I size up and I start to care about the P&L a little more, then yeah, maybe I'll take contracts off at those lows, right? But then I'll have more contracts to take off. The reason why it's not about the money is because for me is because I am in small size. I shouldn't care about the money at this level. Right? Like, because the money is going to be $200 to $300 a day. What I should be caring about at this level in the beginning is the process. Once the process is confident and I'm okay with the process, oh, you damn right I'm going to be taking contracts off up 7-8 points. You best believe I will, right? 100%. But I'm not focused on that right now, Valdez. If that makes sense, sir. That's when I look to reshirt under 10 retest. Go ahead, brother.
I guess here's what I'll say. What I learned from my losing streak is that if you don't maximize on your profits, when you start to lose, it'll end up hurting you more than it helps.
Justin taught himself that lesson real quick.
Yeah, it was a hard pill to swallow when I was dunking and diving. I was making money here and there, whatever. If you want to focus on that, because it is important somewhat, right?
Yes.
And thinking about it, like I'd rather take a break even trade and not make anything than to take an 8-point win and then turn around and take 3 4-point losses and then be and I'm or go on a losing streak and be just down, right? Like I need to maximize as much profit as I can take from the market. And like right here, we have to worry a little bit because we just broke the low and then we immediately reclaimed it, right? So like this is a little bit of a red flag right now, but I'm still going to allow this process to kind of play out and see if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But this is looking like a little bit of a red flag.
Well, this is another double bottom from that previous low that we put in this morning. This is the exact same trade that I had to sit through last time that ended up rocket shipping up.
Yes, I'm talking about this. I'm thinking about just covering because of the red flag.
Yeah, I'm going to cover. I'm going to take everything here.
Yeah, I'm taking everything too.
Yeah. The reason why for this particular trade that I'm cutting down here, I mean, it's a 10-point trade or a 9-point trade or whatever. But if you look at the tape, I'm going to share my tape. And I fell for this the first time. I'm not going to fall for it twice. So I'm going to show you on the tape what happened this morning. And if this level clears, I'll be interested in retest of 49.10 because then 49.10 becomes really important to me for the shorts. Okay. So this is 49.13 right here. When I came, remember price came all the way down here and then pushed back up, right? That was this trade that we're currently on, right? But this morning, this same area acted as support. So let me get this to load here. All right. So this same area acted as support, and now they're reloading liquidity at this level. It doesn't mean that we won't break, but because I got such a good entry, I have a decision to make right here. I can either sit through this pullback, right, expecting price to break down, or I can bail and then look to short once we get below 49.10, right? Because I'm okay with bailing and taking everything at 49.15 for a 10-point gain. But what I want to see is a break below 49.10 and then get the aggressive move down. Like I'll even look to like get into this aggressively before the retest. Because I think if we come down, we're going to come down really fast, right? And that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on 49.10 to break because that's the true selling coming in. So I'm just watching this really closely at 49.10. Waiting to see if they break through 49.10. If they get through it with aggression, then I'll look to push. I'll look to take the trade short. Because now I got that little bit of a cushion with that W, right? But this is a definite change of character, a definite switch back to the downside. Like we probably shouldn't have cut that trade, honestly. Now that I'm looking at this, it looks like we're definitely gonna push down. Damn it. Damn it.
Well, maybe not though.
No, we're gonna push. They're building liquidity so they can sell it. Because if we get through 49.10, there's a sweeper, there's a low volume node there. We're gonna go right to 49.01. This one's gonna haunt me. Damn it.
I don't know. Yeah, no. That was some absorption right there. We'll see.
I think we're coming down. Because notice how we're not coming up much higher. We're not coming up higher after we absorb. We're just kind of still squeezing. It's like a passive seller absorbing price above 49.15. We're going to continue to come down, in my opinion. Man. See, these are the trades that I'm trying to get rid of right here. Like these are the trades that are just so difficult. But this is, I guess every trade is different though, right? Like this situation is so tough. It's like you want to hold through this, but this is a good area to take profit, so I can't really be mad at that. What I'm mad at is that I took profit way up here for 49.16, only giving myself
instead of just
points.
waiting,
Instead of waiting on this to retest to get out for a full 10 points. That's what I'm mad about, right? Like I had everything perfect and I let him up the hook, right? Damn it, man. This frustrates me really bad.
I still think these buyers might just defend this level, though.
I think we're going to sell down through it. I'd be okay with it. That means we're potentially staying range bound, and we could just short again when we come back up. But I think we're going to break here. I think it's imperative for sellers to break down here and then allow price to come back up. So this trade's going to haunt me, man.
No, I don't. Well, sellers look so weak down here, though.
I think we're going to break 49.10. We're going to go right to 49.01, and then we're coming right down to 48.89. That's what I think. And we're going to come down there fast, which is the exact reason I wanted to be in at 26, and I fucking let the trade go. Appreciate you, Hustle for Life. Says that's the first thing I do when I come in, hit the like button. Yeah, I always forget. Even when I go watch the stream myself, I forget to hit the like button sometimes myself. Got 25 people in the building and 18 likes look like. So keep smashing that like button.
I'm taking a stab long here.
Okay. What is let's check on old NQ here. For all you NQ watchers in the building. Let me change my screen here. NQ people in the shout out to NQ, still basically doing the exact same thing we're doing over here on ES, just consolidating, trading sideways, right? Like for me, I understand the thesis behind Justin's long here. I truly believe the market wants to break structure here and go down to the downside. Let's see what happens. Google, Apple finding a little bit of resistance at 90-minute supply. At Microsoft, there's no words. Google, no words. Nvidia, no words. I mean, maybe this trade will work out. Looking at this stock market, Jesus,
that's what I've been looking at. And I'm just looking at it like these
if you can't
want to buy this right back up.
If you can't beat them, join them. Forget it. Like, good Lord. Yeah, I still think we want down, but again, we've been holding 49.10 like a glove here. So.
Oh my God, man!
The buyers just keep
Google is just losing its mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I put a buy order up there. That was dumb. Put a sell order. Yeah, we just got to break this level right here. We break 15 and we should be good to move up.
Yeah, there's so much liquidity underneath you guys. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like they're just filling all that sell side liquidity. Somebody's absorbing it at 49.10. And then it's just like, all right, you ready to go? Here we go. And we're off. And we're gone.
Yeah, the only problem that I have with this trade, though, is just that, like, every time the stocks even sell off a little bit, we get a pretty strong sell on
yeah, I don't like the VIX.
On ES.
The VIX is too strong for me to go long right now. Hang on a second. I gotta go get my son these eye drops.
All right. Now, so right now we're retesting my entry. Looks like we're coming down pretty aggressive. So every time we come down aggressively though on the stocks, ES sells off very aggressively as well. So it's the only real problem I have with this trade.
You don't miss this thing. You don't miss this thing.
Now let's see if the buyers can hold this dip.
Your eye is sick. This is medicine for your eye. Your eye is sick.
Yeah. Buyers have to defend here. I'm probably going to get stopped out. Yep. All right, I'm stopped. I'm about to get stopped out.
Oh my God. Hey.
Come on, buyers. Defend, 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 defend. Oh, somebody's not happy. Come on, 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 come on. And about to stop. There's my stop. Okay. So that long didn't quite work out. All good though. I still like longs here once we start to feel some of this liquidity. There's just so much below.
All right. You get stopped out?
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, like, I think our thesis is correct. Like, the market wants down. There's just so much strong buying. Like, as much as I understand this level here, sorry, I don't know if y'all heard my kid yelling. It sounded like child abuse. Yeah, she heard it. What's wrong with my baby? I had to give him his drops. So, hey Siri, set an alarm for 1 p.m.
I turned on your 1 p.m. alarm.
60-minute imbalance, I assume, Top Cat, at 49.10. Yeah, that's the area we keep trying to pay attention to here. That's why Justin took that long off 49.10. I'm just more inclined to believe that sellers are taking control here as opposed to buyers trying to flip this book. Yesterday's value area high at 49.12.50. Yep, that makes sense. 49.11, 49.12 is what we were watching. We shorted basically down to that area, and Justin was trying to reverse the position going back up, which again, this is basically probably the volume area high rate or volume area low right here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're right down there.
Yeah, which makes sense. I think its trade makes sense. I just think that bears want more because for the first time in a week, the VIX is actually pushing up and the dollar's moving up as well. So I think the market somebody's actively loading into a sell side position here. That's why I'm a little upset that I took my short off, but we could just consolidate here, right? We could consolidate here for a very long time, trying to fill buy side liquidity, fight aggressive buyers off, right? And continue to the downside. But I think once we break 49.10, for me, I'll be looking to short on a pullback back up to this level, this area that we're in right now. And you can see the market really wants to break 49.10. The only thing I'm upset about is that I sold my point of origin position kind of out of fear and not wanting to give back any more profits on the day, which again, tomato, you could say that that's bad. You could say that it's good. I personally am trying not to focus on the money. That's why I'm in small size. So I'm a little bit upset with myself because I did fall victim to focusing on the money again, right? So here come these bears yet again. I mean, these bulls yet again. That's what makes this. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we just filled some of that liquidity down there, and then they're reloading it.
Yeah.
I think I'll wait and see if we can push up out of 416.
Yeah, it's tough down here. Tough sledding because, again, this is the area where bulls should defend. They have defended all day, but the question is, will they defend again, right? So they look aggressively bullish yet again. Back on they bullshit.
That's a big seller.
I think the market wants 49.01. That's what I think.
That was really, really, really weird.
What happened?
It was like a really big seller, but then like a really big buyer as well came in the market.
Yeah, just watching. Yeah, I'm a watcher at this level. I think the market wants to go bullish here. I don't know what entry Justin got, but I think the market wants to go bullish, but the VIX doesn't. The VIX tells me that somebody's still loading into a sell side position.
But yeah, we got some really strong buying coming out of this level. Let's see if it gets stopped at 49.15. I might have just been a little too early or didn't give it my stop enough room. Actually, I think I got stopped out almost to the tick. That's super unfortunate.
Did you give it the previous? Oh no, you didn't give it the low.
I didn't give it 4 points. If I would have given it 4 points, I'd still be in the trade right now. I gave it the low. Well, not the previous low, but maybe I should have.
Man, NQ is not moving, bro. Like this, like for an NQ day, like this is horrible for NQ. Like this is, what are we in? 739 to 648. Can't do that math. Math in public. Oh. 830 right there. NQ's in a 93-point range right now.
Yeah, because ES is in like a 20-point range.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Google again, doing Google things.
Oh my goodness. Google is out of here. I'm officially above all-time high on the Class A now too.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
It's like they all just took turns getting all-time highs, which is strange because again, Apple's not moving, Microsoft isn't moving, Google is going nuts, but it's not pushing the ES. It's not pushing the ETFs. Boring day, boring day. Oh. I think what I would take away from today so far is knowing when to lower expectations for movement. Because I think that could have saved me a lot of money on the day, lowering my targets to the range instead of expecting to get the top and then pushing down to the end of the range. Man, this is another short opportunity here.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that 5 minute. We just touched that 5 minute base and rally, but I wasn't a big fan of it though.
Another lower high being put in here. Bulls just keep coming in, man. Jeez. I think a big seller is about to come into this market at some point because they're going to need some help to break through 49.10. I'm at this point, as much as I love the shorts up here, I'm not touching this market short again until we're below 49.10 or we're back up at the high. Everything else is either a long or I'm just leaving it alone.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, if we break below 49.10, then I'll short the market on a retest. But the only way I'm shorting the market, I don't want to long the market because I feel like at any given time the longs are going to fail down here because I think shorts are more in control based off the VIX. So I would rather short the highs, expecting a break of the low. And if the low doesn't break, my target's 49.12 every single time we come back up here. If I see weakness at 49.20 from 49.22 to 49.27, if I spot weakness up there, because at this point I'm adjusting my trading plan because of what's occurring in the market. What's occurring in the market is a range on ES of lower high, of about 93 points on ES. 93, yeah, I wish. 93 points on NQ. And on ES, we're in about maybe a 15 or 16 point range. Therefore, if I want to trade today and be point of origin, I cannot look for price to push away from those areas because it hasn't shown me that it can. And it's had 2 times to prove it. So at this point, I'm going to play with the bearish side, but I'm looking to get short or long. Really, I don't care which side I trade with. I'll take the market long down here, but it's got to be at 49.12. But it's got to be above 49.10, but not and before 49.12. Right? So basically 49.11 is where I want to take the market long down here, expecting a rip above the highs. At some point, somebody's going to win. My bet is on the Bears, but the Bulls, again, haven't given the Bears anything. So for me, I'm just going to play the value from volume area high to volume area low, basically, today, until we break one side or the other. New comments. Okay. They protecting that 10. Yeah, they do not want that 10 to break, bro. King LA2 says choppy for sure. Topic, does anyone else trade different on their funded account than they eval? Yeah, everybody does. I have that issue with this current funded account. Yeah, you get scared. It's just more added fear. And that's why I'm just trying to eliminate the fear, man. Just trying to eliminate it. Yeah, chop zone. I'll wait. Yeah, I like the area. If I'm gonna do anything down here, I like Justin's thesis of longing the market down there. He unfortunately he got stopped out, but he only got stopped out because he shortened his stop loss, right? But thus far, his thesis would have printed. But again, for me, I still like shorts down here. Not down here. I like the market to continue to sell off. And I think we're just building structure to go further to the downside. And if that happens, then I'll look to play this structure on the retest. I'm no longer trying to. I wasn't trying to short at the lows anyway, but I'm not going to try to short the lows. What's up? What's up? Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm here. Wait. 1770 doesn't exist. Okay. All right. 1770. Okay. Got it. Where we are now? I mean, the high. the high. Okay, and that's mm-hmm. 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 Okay.
Oh, this thing is printing. Oh.
All right. I appreciate it. I dropped the same fib on the Q2. Yeah, I think again. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like the longs down there. I was just taking the shorts from the other end, right? So where you were getting long, I should have been getting out. And instead, I was expecting a break of that structure. So that was the only thing that I would say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You switch your thesis. Yeah. Yeah. And I I think that's where Justin was at too. Is like, okay, if we can't break the low and we've tried all night, basically all day to break 10, and we just keep coming up higher, you might as well just join the long train. Which again, I don't argue with the thesis at all. Like, but when we're at the highs, I'm looking for shorts, right? When we come back down to the lows, I think it's very high quality to look for the longs, right? I'm just expecting this 49.10 level to break at some point today. I just feel like I'm being early to the party for looking for the elongation of my trade, right? If I'm wrong, then we got to get above 49.35. This feels like consolidation or distribution to go lower. I'm betting on the distribution, but we're in an uptrend, and I understand that, right? So I like both of those trades. There was also a 5-minute demand zone for confluence purposes on NQ as well, like right below the 50% and almost touching the 70% of your level, which was at 17,652. We tapped that area and popped it right back up. But ES didn't come back into, and that's why my target on ES was 49.05 through 49.01, because I thought we would come back to 5-minute demand. ES is so strong that it's not even coming back down to 5-minute demand, at least right now, right? So for me, I don't know. I gotta go do a little bit more lab work, because I think for me, waiting on the setup on either side is what I need to start doing. Right. I kind of getting away from like going for my setups, which is what's been making me most profitable. And I want to definitely get back to that. See, now I want to short the market right here. I'm gonna take another short here.
I'm already short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the market short. We got I like the initial, I like the initial rejection that we got, and then I just saw a lack of buying. I was also looking at the stocks too, and I think the stocks are at a point where they could end up rejecting as well, which kind of gave me confluence. And then, like you said, the VIX is continuing to rally, so I think this would be the time where we can actually come down and break that level.
Yeah, I just like this yeah, like you said, that lack of buying at the highs and potential reversal here. We're not all the way back up to the high, but I like this area. This is basically the area that I have on my chart to short the market again. And I think the market wants down. So We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, if you look at this, this is a
That's
head
what
and
Blake
shoulders
said.
on the 5 minute.
Build 19. Oh well. Yeah, that's. I was looking at our StreamYard stream. I was like, hold up, that's a Head and Shoulders. I was like, let me stop talking and let me enter this trade real quick. That's why I was like,
that's a Head and Shoulders right there.
Yeah,
so.
that's a beautiful Head and Shoulders. So maybe we get the down that I've been looking for all day now. We'll see. What's that, brother? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know what you want me to say to that. Besides, I'm sorry. Like, sorry, your connections suck. I don't know. Like, what you want me to say? But again, I could say that about every person in the Discord. Every person in the Discord can see my screen except for you. So, no, Jonah can see my screen. Yeah, I know, but he updated his Discord and it worked. You updated yours and it just didn't work. It's all good, man. Hey, look, I've given 2 other options. Okay, I don't know what you want me to do. You can see my book map though right now, right? It's just if I switch to my chart, you can't see that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've done nothing to change this like at all. So I don't know what you want me to say. He said, "Yep, came right up." I don't know what you. I don't know what you want me to say, dog. Like, I can't. Build at 19.
Retest this entry.
Yeah, I mean, my entry was basically late, so my entry is not late, but yeah, they both look choppy though. They both look choppy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting everything we want, but the Bulls. The problem is the Bulls just don't care. The Bulls are like, yeah, cool story, nice Head and Shoulders. I see it too, but I'm just gonna keep buying, right? Like it just feels like one of those days where every single thing that you want to see from the Bears, you're getting. But there's no follow through, right? Like
knees and toes.
That's true. But in a sense, you just really want the low or high to be lower than the head, right? And we could come all the way up to. Go ahead, Justin.
Well, I'm looking at this like shoulder, head, and then shoulder.
We can't see your screen.
I know. Well, I was talking to Malik. I mean, you could switch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm looking like that's why I'm looking at it. Shoulder, head, and then this is the shoulder.
Oh, you're not focused on the lines per se. You're just focused on the area. Yeah, that makes sense. Trying a long. All right, Valdez, game on, brother.
I mean, longs aren't a bad move. I just on the tape, I do see kind of a lack of buying up here, but at the same time, it's just like Bears haven't been strong all day. But the one thing I'll say is every single time we get even a little tiny pullback on any of the stocks, it's like a massive reaction on the ES for whatever reason.
Jeez, man.
But yeah, Apple's breaking out.
It's continuing to buy here.
My stop's at 23, so
mine is at 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we hear you. Oh, did I tell you? Did I tell you what happened to me yesterday? I was journaling my trades, and I was like, I only took one trade. Why is there two trades in here? Tristan was like the only one in there, and I was like, yo, did I leave a trade on? Because it says I got into this trade at 2:30, and I exited at 4 o'clock. I was like, oh, okay, this is weird. Now we're getting the inverse head and shoulders the other way. Yeah, it closed me out by itself, but yeah, I definitely left two micros that printed for 10 points and then ended up going red for 10 points. And then by the time they closed me out, it was a $12 W. It was very strange. Just like a low volume pushes. And when I see low volume pushes, it usually means we're gonna run all day. I'm just not liking this price action up here at all. Jeez, just no chill from these. I'm out of this trade, man. I think I'm done trading. I think I'm done. That's enough for me. It's enough tokens out of the clip for me. Let's see where we are. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. That's it for me. I think I'm a little too bearish for today's price action. And the more and more I try to be bearish, the more the market just cooks me up. Serves me on a silver platter here. Way too choppy and indecisive. Yeah, Brian. That I think we can all agree there. I long 18, finger on the trigger. Yeah. I shorted and my finger was on the trigger. And the more I just kept seeing the buying come in, I said, oh nope, today ain't the day. And when I say today's not the day, I'll probably trade the PM session. Maybe we get cleaner action, but this price action is just too, for the way that I like to trade, like it's not really what I want to see. Yeah.
It's been a tough day today. Dang, these, oh God, really? Flush, you really... stocks, flush.
Yeah, but sometimes we go back down and retest the low, right? So,
what is this BS that's going on right now? Chop. Literally, all the stocks are coming down right now. Why are you coming up? Yes. What are you trying to tell me?
Yes, it's coming to sweep that liquidity and then go down, maybe.
We just retested the high right there. See if sellers can get active. But like all the stocks tried to sell off and they just got ate right back up. Sons of guns. Yeah, stocks still want to come up. It really sucks when you do the right thing by longing the market at the bottom and then it doesn't work. Or it works, but you get stopped out too soon. But now I'm looking at Google. Google's trying to sell off.
I still like shorts, man. Like I said, I'm still looking at this as like a sweep of liquidity.
Yeah, it's probably gonna come take me out before. But now it's just Apple's ripping. Oh my God, it's all Apple's fault. Come on, Bears. We need some follow through here. Oh my God. It's like nothing.
Just chop it all the way up. So I think we're still coming down. I just think we're just too early on our entries. I think 49.21 is the area where you want to be short.
Actually.
Right here is the short, I think.
You know, the problem is that like none of the stocks want to cooperate at the same time.
Excuse me. It's like the trade looks so bearish to begin with, and then it's like immediately like, what are you doing? Yeah, right shoulder sell pop buy drop. Yeah, I mean the market looks bearish in my opinion. It's just the market just can't get any continuation to the downside. So eventually, if it can't continue to the downside, the bulls are gonna win, right? Like the bulls are gonna continue to push price out of the way. They just continue to eat every single dip, and the majority of the reason is because of the stocks. The stocks are just stupid aggressive.
Yeah, if the stock market starts to fail, it's gonna be a glorious short, but
you guys trade with Top Step? Yeah, I have a funded with Top Step. I haven't really traded it this year though. Call it a day. The sun will rise tomorrow. Have a blessed day. It's your day. Take it easy, man. No, I'm not done. I'm gonna short this market again. I have one more token in me, and I think I'm gonna short it right here.
Yeah, I've been short this entire time. I haven't gotten out.
I'm short 49.19, so
that's where my short's been. It's been hanging strong. It's just tough because every single time we come down to my entry, we just bounce.
Yeah, I had to get out of the original position and get a higher entry to feel more comfortable, but it's not where I want to be today at all. It's just hard. Today's been a very, very, very bloody day.
And the VIX is still rallying.
It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, bro. Nothing's making any sense anymore. I don't think it's broken. I think that today is one of those 20% days, or we're right, and people have just been loading in a position the whole way up. Because that's all the VIX is telling you, that somebody's selling the market. Somebody's loading into a sell position. And the fact that we're moving up so slow and so choppy, I mean, that supports that thesis. But if we keep going higher, then either they're willing to buy, or I don't know what the heck is going on, honestly. I know I'm in this trade and it's my last trade of the day. Yeah, it's just, but nothing's been reliable because the market's been going in one direction. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's betting on the market to come down, but yet the market keeps going up. That's the problem. They just buying more. They sell it. Yep. They're buying more puts. Like the market, when it does come down, it's going to be bloody because the bears, I mean, they're here. But the problem is that the bears are also the bulls. Like it's hedge funds, right? So they don't know when it's going to come down, but they know that they can control a certain portion. But until everybody capitulates, these greedy bastards just keep eating. Trade Zella's gonna be mad at me today, boy. Woo! I'm about to get cooked. Paper shorted at 20. Now watch it work out. Yeah, it's basically Justin and I trade, so hopefully it works out. Looks like BISC money is distributing in this range. Doesn't mean it will immediately go down. Yeah, I mean, we've tried this trade all day. I haven't switched my thesis all day. It's just been either wrong or just too early or just completely wrong. I don't know. Either way it go, like today's probably my worst day of the month, to be honest with you. The stop test allow you to pass a combine in 1 day? No, 2 days. 2 days with a 40% rule. 2 days with a 40% rule.
I mean, they have a 50% rule.
Or 50% rule, sorry. 40% I think is Apex. I just tell them 50%. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. Again, VIX is pushing 25, but the stocks just don't care. They just continue to rally. Continue to rally. Getting a little bit of a pullback on NVIDIA, but Google's Google's about to hit 153 now.
Yeah. Well, the other Google's kind of slowing down. It's Apple, man. Apple is going crazy.
Yeah.
But if selling can take over here, I think this trade will print if sellers can just take control. But it's just hard because, like you said, stock market just is so bullish. I've literally been up like maybe a point this entire trade, and then I just didn't draw down the rest of the time. It's been so fun.
Yep.
And I just want to
take that drawdown, buddy.
I mean, pretty much.
Tesla is still coming down. It's down to that 186 level. Jeez. The shorts are winning on Tesla, that's for sure.
Yeah, that news. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I saw the first Rivian vehicle I've ever seen in my life today.
Oh, of course you saw it in Florida. They buy everything. I
was shocked. I was looking at the car, like, what is that? And then when they turned, I was like, Rivian? Oh my, I didn't even know they had cars out.
Yeah, that's a polite fool. He said, if they hit my 24 target, I'm going for a rock. You remember he was short 18, got out at 20, looking for a target of 24. Hell, if they hit your 24 target, I'm getting off the stream because that'll be like, I ain't even going to tell you how many losses I took today. It's a lot. Let's say I've taken more losses than wins today, to say the least.
Me too.
It's a bloodbath. It's a bloodbath over here behind the scenes. Still not at my max cash value, but I'm close. That's why I said this is the last trade. This is El Gusto A Finito. A being or. I think A is used. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Imposter Jeffrey. The other Jeffrey's an imposter. He said imposter Jeffrey. Man, this is slow, bro. Slow.
It's so slow. Like I said, if we can fail.
Yeah, I still like everything about the trade, but I've liked everything about every last one of my trades. And we've literally gotten everything I wanted. Look at this. Did you see that? We just tried to sell off. The market was like, no, get back up there. Jeez. These bulls just have no chill, bro. They want to buy everything. This is what extreme greed looks like. Apple, slow down. Just stop. Here comes Google again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Cannot catch a break here, guys.
But Microsoft's trying to sell off. Just if the rest of them just start to turn around a little bit, we'll be good.
Yeah, everything's turning around except for Apple and Google.
Apple can keep buying. Forget Apple. Just Nvidia. Just start doing your selly thing, and we'll be good. Microsoft. If we get just 3 out of these 4 to sell, we'll be just fine.
I'll be back.
Yeah, we're back down to my entry. So I've been holding through this drawdown. The selling's starting to pick up, but we're not breaking the low. So that's not good. All right, here we go. We're starting to get some more selling. Here we go. Strong selling's coming into the market. Come on. Stop people out their position. That's the other thing to think about too, is that when we sell, like we're gonna be stopping out a lot of late longs. We just don't want to see that. Oh, just don't bounce here. Come break this low right here. Come on, break it. Come on, break. We have to break this low. We have to break 17. We break 17, and we're gonna be good. Oh, they just threw stuff. Why? They just threw like 300 orders. Okay. They spoofed it. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're getting juicy. Let's go. That's a hold right there. That's a whole vibe. Let's go.
Get your bitch ass.
I've been in this trade for like, I don't even know. It's a long time. Since 11/18, I've been in this trade. And it's now 11:43. And like,
I noticed, Jay, you notice ever since I started showing the trades, we get more viewership. I think people like seeing the trades on the screen.
Yeah.
Y'all saw a whole bunch of losses today. If you tuned in, if your first time tuning in, stopped out here. Yeah, Valdez, give me that liquidity. Give us that liquidity, Valdez. I told you we was coming for you.
All right, we just gotta break down. You know what's crazy? We never actually came back up to where we entered originally on our original short. But
49,
damn, what a hard hold would have been though. Like,
but again, this is what I've been trying. This is what I'm trying to work on, because if we can take those entries and just let it ride, we avoid so much. Look how much we like. You took a long, I took another short, got stopped out, like all that just to come back to our original entry and then come down. Like, that's what I'm trying to avoid, is like just take that original entry and add to the conviction. Like, when we come up here, if we look selly, this is where we should be adding, not taking profit, or getting scared and stealing profit away. That's what I'm trying to avoid, man. Because for us, when we feel like we get the top, like that's what we should be thinking about. It's like, okay, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But if I'm right, like, and this thing comes back up, I should either be adding or getting out at the bottom and looking to re-enter, which I think I feel better doing, right? Like, just getting out at the rejection point and then looking to re-enter when we come back up. That's what I'm trying to focus on.
I'm hoping that this dip ends up working out. They don't penalize you.
Yeah, you can't get penalized for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that the intraday trailing drawdown is kind of BS. Like that's the one thing. Like
yeah, it sucks. Not gonna lie, definitely sucks. But I feel like now that I can manage it though, like now that I can actively see it, it doesn't bother me as much.
That's true. That's true.
Like once I added the accounts to TraderVate, like it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. It used to really suck. True. But like because the unknown is what scared me. Now that I know, it doesn't scare me as much. Like,
well, I think the other thing too to think about as well is like if you are down, like if you're negative, then the intraday trailing drawdown can't really hurt you at that point. As long as you So like I was up like $600 in this account. Now I'm down like the $600. So I can let trades run because I mean if I get back profit,
it doesn't hurt you. Yeah. It doesn't hurt you till you get back above that 500.
Exactly. So for me, it'll add to it, but it won't subtract. So it's like I'm just chilling.
Well, I think and then for me, like I got all the way up to almost to 2,500. So like now I'm just staying away from 50K, right? Like, and that's the way I'm looking at it. Like just stay away from 50K and you're good, you know?
Yeah, this pullback, we might go higher off of. There was a mean CBD divergence down at that low. We didn't even get anywhere close to the lows. This is not good. That was a red flag, but I just was like, yeah, I've been in this trade long enough, so I'm gonna let it play out. But these bulls, they have little to no chill today. Look at Apple is still moving up. This is just ridiculous.
I broke a lot of rules today, boys. I'm just gonna say, be prepared for a verbal beat down at the session today, boy. A lot of rules being broken today.
This is tough.
I'm a rule breaker. Man, come on, man. Can we just come down just even a little bit? Man, no way I got wigged out. Shit. I hope you did. I hope this thing flushes right past your entry, but I don't know.
No, he's saying he did get wigged out though.
Yeah, because he said he got wigged out right at 49.1625 his entry. We're trying to get this thing to flush, and like,
yeah,
the VIX was coming up, but it just cannot get that extra push into the 30s. If we can get that push into the 30s, I think we go ahead and come on down. But God, this is painful.
I'm just looking at the stock market. The stocks are they're just holding, and then any like it's like any bit of selling from the stocks, it crushes ES, but then any little bit of buying ends up crushing ES to the opposite side. Like ES is so fickle right now. It's just, I don't know. Maybe this rally doesn't look. It's about to go. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, NQ's already looking like it's about to take off.
Unless this fails right here.
Yeah, I was about to say if 21 fails, I'll stay. If 21 doesn't fail, I'm gonna call it a day. This is nuts. Like the bulls,
all the stocks are coming right back up.
This has to fail here at 21. Ah! Come on, fail.
Look at Apple. It's Apple's fault, man. Apple's now catching the biggest bid I've ever seen. Not really. I'm just being facetious, but
I was like, what?
I know it's
we've seen Apple run to $200 in 1 minute. We were here for that.
Here it comes. All the stocks are reversing and being green. There's just no continuation for the Bears.
None. $21 doesn't look like it wants to hold here. Looking real suspect at 21. 22, I'm out. More aggressive buying coming in.
Yeah, Apple's next candle is opening up super bullish. Microsoft's catching a nasty bid.
Just watching 21, 22. But if we can't hold 21, we go ahead and cut this trade again for a small loss.
Yeah,
Or
everything's
loss. It
catching
doesn't matter. Smaller loss, large here.
Everything's catching a nasty bid to the upside.
All right, I'm out right there. Can't get a W today. I'm done. I'm officially done. That's enough for me, boys. That's enough. I am toast. Closing trader bait.
There goes my stop.
Walking away. Walking away.
I'm so annoyed right now.
I'm extremely annoyed. That's it for me. DXY is dumping. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for me, this is one of those days where I fought the trend, but I fought it for good reason, right? It was a hellified fight, and unfortunately, I lost. And I lost a lot. But it's 10:51. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Jay, you ready?
Yeah.
Pretty red carnage day for Justin and I. I think both of us got cooked today by this market. But again, regroup, journal, go back, do the work, come back better tomorrow. I think every trade that I took today, although there was a lot, I think every single one of them were justified, and they were in an area where I thought the market would reverse. A couple of those trades did reverse for 6 or 7 points. And I didn't want to take the profit because I was working on the process, right? And the process there I want to be is I want to be the trader that holds. What I think I need to add to that counter trend trade thesis, however, if I had to take away anything from today, I'll share with you guys is when counter trend trading, I have to limit my expectations, right? Like I have to be willing to take 2-to-1 or be okay with taking a 1-to-1 when counter trend trading. If I'm trading with the trend, you should be okay to hold, right? I think that's the caveat I'm going to add to my trading, just watching what happened today. Because on a day when you're counter trend trading and prices don't want to break, at least in your mind, you're thinking, I'm not giving back a 1-to-1. So 3 of those trades, basically every single trade I took today, I was up at least a 1-to-1 and sometimes a 2-to-1. And I gave it back every single time, right? And then the losses, I took full loss. So if I'm going to take full loss, then I should be taking at least that 1-to-1. So if there was something that I could get off, and give my opinion on my trading style today, those would be the nuggets that I would take away from the day to add. So Jay, you got anything?
Nope. Nothing. Frustrated. So it's all good. Definitely a frustrating market today.
Well, I mean, the frustration comes and it's gonna leave eventually. But I think implementing something right to get to the point where we get rid of these days is what we're trying to work on, right?
Yeah.
So let's get at it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Trader Shop. Please tune in tomorrow to end the day with PCE, I believe. So from the Trader Shop, that guy over there is Jay Seals. My name is T Hobbs.